Accused of running a prostitution operation out of their Mechanicsville home. That man and woman are now facing a list of charges, including sex trafficking.
Police say 2 women and 1 man recovering tonight after that shooting. It happened just before 5:30. Fox 5's Joy Dukes has the latest.
Crime Insider sources tell our John Burkett that deputies are investigating after shots were fired here off of Shady Grove Road near Mechanicsville Turnpike.
A shooting that left 5 people injured in the Mechanicsville neighborhood.
Ever wondered what it actually means when they call a place the most dangerous neighborhood in America? Here's what authorities in Atlanta hope you'll never break down. Mechanicsville logs 29.4 violent crimes per 1,000 residents. Georgia's average, 1.4. That's not a typo. We're talking 82% higher. While politicians throw around terms like high crime area, here's the translation. If you live a full year in Mechanicsville, your odds of becoming a victim are literally worse than flipping heads 5 times in a row. But here's where it gets interesting. This is 1.2 square miles with 2,800 people. And the danger concentrates in a triangle between McDaniel Street, Memorial Drive, and Windsor Street. And here's what they don't tell you about those Interstate 20 ramps. Defective exits have caused 3 separate vehicles to crash into the same building on Windsor Street just in 2022. Let's break down what those 29.4 incidents actually mean. Homicides run at 1.2 per 1,000 residents. That's 400% higher than the national average. In a population of 2,800, you're looking at 3 to 4 murders annually, in less area than most shopping malls cover. Manhattan, with 1.6 million people, sits at 0.5 per 1,000. Pro tip from people who actually live there: never walk McDaniel Street after 8 p.m. without a group. And when you see these numbers compared to entire cities known for violence, you'll understand why this is different. St. Louis has 24.5 violent crimes per 1,000. Detroit sits at 22.9. Baltimore hits 26.1. Mechanicsville, 29.4. And it's not even a city with full municipal resources. This is what they hope you don't dig into. Mechanicsville wasn't always a war zone. Between the 1,920 seconds and 1,950 seconds, this place hummed with working class stability. It housed 4,500 residents by 1950 with 62% homeownership. The Atlanta Daily World documented 47 black-owned businesses operating in 1955. But here's what the professionals know. In 1962, the Federal Highway Act authorized Interstate 20 to cut straight through Mechanicsville. Between 1,962 and 1,968, they demolished 1,247 homes, 33% of all structures. They forcibly displaced 3,200 residents without adequate compensation. Here's the financial trick. Property appraisals were artificially set low. Average payment per home was $4,200, equivalent to $38,000 today. Real market value? Around $8,500 per home. The 1,970 census shows 67% of displaced residents left Atlanta entirely. The second hit came in the 1,980 seconds. Atlantic Steel Company cut 2,400 jobs in 1979. General Motors Lakewood Assembly eliminated 3,800 jobs in 1987. These were unionized positions paying $18 hour in 1979, equivalent to $74 hour today. The replacements? Retail jobs at $3.35, hour minimum wage. Unemployment jumped from 8% in 1975 to 22% by 1990. January through March 2024. New graffiti appeared on 8 buildings along McDaniel Street, Tren de Aragua. Residents reported it as normal vandalism. But here's what law enforcement knew. These were territorial markers for Tren de Aragua, a Venezuelan gang. The signaling system was sophisticated whistles in code patterns, lookouts rotating every 4 hours. Atlanta police had zero protocol for transnational gangs until August 2024. Tren de Aragua isn't your traditional street gang. It's a transnational criminal network founded in Venezuela's Tocorón prison in 2013. By 2024, they'd confirmed presence in 16 states, including Georgia. Here's the insider move. They didn't compete with local Bloods and Crips. They cooperated, offering national distribution connections in exchange for territory access. But the peace didn't last. June 2024, shooting on Windsor Street left 2 dead, 4 injured. August 2024, police discovered a house with 14 undocumented immigrants in human trafficking conditions. The numbers that change everything: homicides in Mechanicsville jumped 18% between 2023 and 2024. Meanwhile, Atlanta as a whole dropped 30% in homicides during the same period. Their estimated monthly income from Mechanicsville operations, $400,000 to $600,000. Ever calculated what living on $22,000 a year means in 2025? That's Mechanicsville's median household income, $1,833 monthly before taxes. Average rent runs $850. Food for 3 costs $400 minimum. Transportation, utilities, and phone total $365. Essential expenses, $1,615. That leaves $218 per month for everything else. Any unexpected expense means instant financial collapse. But here's the secret. It's not lack of jobs, it's the type available. McDonald's pays $12. Hour for 25 hours weekly, $1,300. Monthly gross. The best accessible job? Amazon warehouse at $16. Hour, but it's 12 miles away, costing $160 monthly in Uber rides since MARTA doesn't reach there. Real available income after transport, barely $100 more than working locally. Here's what experts don't quantify. Living in a war zone has direct financial cost. Auto insurance runs 285% higher than North Atlanta Geico, charges $340 monthly in Mechanicsville versus $119 in Sandy Springs. 23% of residents experience vehicle theft in 5 years. Children miss 25% more school days due to safety concerns. Adults reject better-paying night jobs fearing the commute. In Mechanicsville, gangs operate like Fortune 500 companies. Bloods control west of Memorial Drive. Crips control the east side. The operational hierarchy runs specific. OGs make strategic decisions. Lieutenants supervise daily operations. Soldiers execute sales, and young lookouts alert about police. But here's what documentaries don't tell you. DEA 2024 estimates show drug trafficking generates 55% of income at $385,000 monthly. Add organized vehicle theft at 18%, illegal weapons at 12%, extortion at 8%, and human trafficking at 7%. Total, $700,000 per month, $8.4 million annually. Atlanta's public services budget for Mechanicsville, $2.1 million. The criminal economy is 4 times larger than the official economy. The modern system uses encrypted apps for orders. Runners deliver within 15 to 30 minutes. Distribution houses rotate every 2 to 3 weeks. The recruitment comparison for a 1-6-year-old? Legal option, McDonald's at $960 monthly. Gang option, lookout work at $2,400 monthly, including lawyer coverage if arrested, neighborhood respect, and protection. With 73% of households single parent, the gang offers father figure, brotherhood, and identity. Cure Violence is proving you can solve crime without arrests. They hire violence interrupters, ex-gang members with street credibility, earning $45,000 yearly. They've operated in Mechanicsville since 2021 with 6 active interrupters mediating conflicts before they escalate. The numbers? Areas with Cure Violence coverage saw shootings drop 23% between 2021 and 2024. Areas without coverage? Shootings increased 8%. They documented 47 successfully mediated conflicts in 2024, preventing an estimated 12 to 18 homicides. Their budget, $270,000 annually. Return on investment, 66%. Meanwhile, Guns Down Mechanicsville, a grassroots organization, documents crime better than authorities. In August 2024, they proved 911 response averaged 47 minutes in Mechanicsville versus 12 minutes in Buckhead. They forced an investigation, and response times dropped to 23 minutes. Compare this to political theater. The September 2024 town hall promised more patrols and youth programs. 6 months later, 0 implemented changes. The documented pattern: 2019 promised 12 officers, delivered 0. 2023 promised $500,000, for youth programs, allocated only $78,000. Programs that work share common elements: community-led leadership, direct budgets, and clear public metrics. Ever feel like some problems never get solved because someone benefits? Atlanta receives $12 to $15 million annually in federal grants for high-crime neighborhoods, with Mechanicsville as top justification. If crime drops, funding drops. 23 nonprofits operate with combined budgets of $8.9 million. If Mechanicsville improves, these organizations lose their reason to exist. But here's what they won't say. The real plan isn't improving Mechanicsville, it's replacing its residents. 7 development projects got approved for 2023 to 2024. Average rent in new developments, $1,400 to $1,900 monthly. Current median income, $1,833 monthly. The math makes it impossible for current residents to stay. APD assigns 8 to 12 patrols for 2,800 people. Buckhead, with 90,000 plus people, gets 45 to 60 patrols. Per capita, Buckhead has 6 times more coverage. Leaked 2023 memos showed estimates of $45 to $60 million to reduce crime by 50%. The neighborhood's tax base, $8.2 million annually. Negative ROI for the city. After all this data, here's the truth. Mechanicsville is a laboratory for questions America doesn't want to answer. APD, budget, $290 million for enforcement. Prevention budget, $4.2 million. That's 9 to 1 toward punishment versus prevention. Yet evidence shows prevention has 10 times better ROI. Mechanicsville doesn't need saving by outsiders. It needs equitable investment. Resources exist, the city spends millions on vanity projects. What's missing? Political will to treat Black and poor residents as citizens with full rights. Probable scenario without change. By 2030, articles celebrate successful revitalization without mentioning what happened to 2,800 original residents. Your answer to whether Mechanicsville deserves real investment or whether it's acceptable to let the market expel them says more about your values than any political speech ever could.